This is the Living Strong radio show, the sound of resilience, rhythm, and evolution, where music and life lessons come together to help you rise, grow, and live strong. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Living Strong radio show. I'm Peter Liciaga, your host, and today we're diving into Chapter 2 of my book, Living Strong, The Power of Defining Moments. This chapter is called The Power of Self, and it's about self-awareness, self-respect, self-discipline, and self-leadership. Basically, it's about taking ownership of your life from the inside out. Now, before we get started, I want to thank our sponsor, Creative Change Counseling. They are amazing. If you or someone you love needs someone to talk to, please call them at 609-667-7353. Right here in our community, that's where they are, and they are making a huge difference. And of course, I have to give a shout out before I start playing the music for you guys. 5 new tracks. Before I start playing those tracks, shout out to the Living Strong Project. It's an incredible team of artists, vocalists, musicians, and engineers who helped me bring these songs to life. So let's jump in. Song number 1, No One's Coming. This track is gritty, it's raw, straight up from the streets of the Bronx. It's got that Bronx energy. There are heavy beats. It's basically stripped down, no fluff, just those heavy beats. And that was done on purpose because the truth that inspired it is stripped down. Nobody's coming to save you. Not the doctors, not your past trophies. If you want change, it's on you. This one's called No One's Coming.
No backup, no lifeline, no easy escape. It's you and the struggle, no hero to save. Face down the darkness, rise from the fall. The strength that you're seeking is inside you all. No one's coming. Face the fight. Own your choices. Claim your life. From the ashes, rise and run. Carried them long, but the streets taught me grit. The scars made me strong. This ain't about ego, this ain't about fame. It's the courage to own your story and name. Every fall, every scar is a call to reclaim. You ain't broken, you're building, you're more than the pain. From the inside out, the battle is won. The truth is simple, no one's coming. No one's coming. Face the fight. Own your choices.
So here's the Living Strong lesson. The moment you stop waiting for someone else to fix it, you reclaim your power. Most of us spend too much time waiting for the right break, waiting for someone to notice, waiting for life to magically shift. But when you accept that no one's coming, you start showing up for yourself. That's where the real strength begins. And that's where living strong begins. And by the way, if you haven't picked up my book yet, You can grab it at my website, peterliciaga.com, right on our shop. Use the code RADIO at the checkout and you'll get 40% off. Let's go to our next track, song number 2. That's called The Mirror Truth. This one slows down. It gets a little darker, a little more reflective, and it's got this space so the words can breathe. And it's about facing the emotional mirror and admitting the fears you've been hiding. For me, that was fear of surgery, fear of being forgotten, fear of becoming irrelevant. This song is The Mirror Truth.
I looked in the silence, a mirror in my soul, afraid of the questions I couldn't control. Not just the surgery, not just the pain, but the fear of being forgotten, erased by the rain. The mirror truth, it never lies, it cuts through the mask, the clever disguise. Face what you feel, let the image fall. Only in honesty can you stand tall. I played the teacher, the strong one, the guy. But inside the struggle, I was learning to hide. Self-awareness whisper, drop the charade, the courage to face what I long delayed. No more running, no place to flee. The mirror reflects who I'm meant to be. It hurts to admit, but the wound is the door. Through truth comes the power to rise once more. The mirror truth, it never lies. It shows the fear behind the eyes. Face what is real, let the image fall. Only in honesty can you stand tall.
Living Strong lesson, transformation starts with honesty. We all put on masks. I did too. I was the teacher, the motivator, the guy who had it all together. But the truth was, I was scared. And here's the thing, you don't heal what you don't or won't admit. Facing the mirror is hard, but it's where courage begins. And when you face what's real, you give yourself the chance to grow stronger than that fear. Now the next song, song number 3, that's called Honor the Journey. This track lifts. You'll hear soul, warmth, even a touch of gospel, because it's about dignity, about giving respect to yourself and the journey you're on. It's about honoring your body, your spirit, your calling. Even when you feel broken, here's Honor the Journey.
I learned to rest, to breathe, to heal, to honor the struggle, to honor what's real. This body's been broken, but it carried me far. Every scar is a story, every wound is a star. Honor the journey, honor the pain, Let your spirit be free. The path you are walking was meant to be. It's not just respect for the belts that I wear. It's respect for the soul, the weight that I bear. To say I am worthy, to start from zero, to honor my calling, to honor the hero, honor the body, the spirit, the mind, honor the people who walk by your side. But above all, honor the gift of your flame, your purpose, your calling, sacred by name. Honor the journey, honor the pain, honor the soul, honor the rain. Stand in your truth, let your spirit be free. The path you are walking was meant to be.
The Living Strong lesson here, every scar tells your story. Self-respect isn't about ego, it's about dignity. It's deciding that you're worth showing up for, even if you have to start from zero. When you honor your journey, you learn to see the beauty in the struggle, the meaning in the mess, and the power in the pain. And that changes how you walk tomorrow. And by the way, remember, if you haven't gotten my book, head over to my website. Just go to the shop and use the code RADIO at checkout so you can get that 40% savings. Song number 4, Devotion, Not Punishment. This one's steady, almost like footsteps. Minimal, grounded, because it's about discipline, but not the harsh kind we sometimes think about. This is about devotion, the small daily actions that rebuild a life. This is devotion, not punishment.
Step by step, one day at a time. No shortcuts taken, no mountain too high. Discipline whispers, steady and true. Devotion is the work that carries you through. This is devotion, not punishment's chain, not fear, not anger, not living in shame. It's presence, it's practice, it's choosing each day. A life built in truth, the disciplined way. I drank the water, I moved slow and small. I journaled the silence, I answered the call. Not grand explosions, not fireworks bright, but devotion in darkness that led me to light. It's not about suffering, it's not about pain. It's about building strength again and again. Devotion's a fire, steady and kind. The rhythm of power, the shaping of mind. This is devotion, not punishment, shame, not fear, not anger, not living in shame. It's presence, it's practice, it's choosing each day. A life built in truth, the discipline.
Living Strong lesson here. Real discipline isn't about beating yourself up. It's about devotion to your growth. Too many of us quit because we think discipline means suffering, but discipline is love in action. It's choosing to drink water, to breathe, to journal, and to move. Tiny choices repeated daily that create massive change over time. Devotion is what builds strength, one step at a time. Now, song number 5, the last one, that's called Rise Again. Now, this one, I have to admit, this was a tough one to produce, and I went through all kinds of iteration, tried this, tried that, different kinds of ideas, and I really appreciate the team, Living Strong Project, for being patient with me. That's why they're so great. But we got the sound I think I wanted to share with you guys today, and here's the big closer. This one is the big closer. This is a gospel funk with a stadium rock energy. Big choir, bold rhythm, chantable hook. That's what I wanted, because this is the anthem of self-leadership. The choice to rise again after every setback. Here is Rise Again.
Where I will stand through trials and silence, through fire and rain. The soul of a fighter will rise again. Rise again! Stronger than fear, stronger than pain. Rise again! Out of the ashes, break every chain. Rise again! Power within, the fight will remain. Rise again! Decide who you are, take hold of the flame. The leader you seek is called by your name. If you can't guide yourself, you can't guide the rest. But stand in your truth and you give them your best. Stand tall in the darkness, the storm and the flame. Integrity rise in the strength of your name. The crown of your spirit, the fire within. Again and again you will rise. Rise again! Stronger than fear, stronger than pain. Rise again! Out of the ashes, break every chain. Rise again, power within, the fight will remain.
Living Strong lesson in this one, Rise Again, is leadership begins with you. If you can't lead yourself, you can't lead anyone else. But when you rise, you give others the permission to rise as well. And here's the truth. Life will knock you down, but living strong means you rise again and again and again, because resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always rising. Now, before we wrap up this show, I want to spotlight a man who's become a great friend and a great supporter of the work that I've been doing in this community as an author and as a community leader and with this show. Mr. Bertie Thomas. He's the CEO and president of Creative Change Counseling. He's a leader who truly believes in empowering people mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. That's why Creative Change is the perfect sponsor for this show. And once again, if you need someone to talk to, please call Creative Change Counseling at 609-667-7355. 609-667-7353. They're here for you. And talk to someone. I want to encourage you to do that, inspire you to do that. Talk to someone. 609-667-7353. And to other local business owners listening, if your business empowers our community in your own unique way, I'd love to talk with you about sponsoring the show. Drop a comment or reach out for more information about that. And now, I've got a surprise to close out the show. A solo piano track, no words, no story, just music. Let it leave you with a sense of strength and empowerment. Until next time, keep living strong.